Hello, everybody, and welcome to George Brendler Field here on this 8th day of September 2023. We're here for some Class D girls high school soccer action. Northern Soccer League Division II, Chazy Eagles in the green taking on the Seton Catholic Knights in the white. Along with Calvin Castine on the camera, I'm Lee Barcombe, and we're pleased to bring you this hometown cable broadcast today. Seton Catholic will start out with the ball on the far side. Ball is pushed to the middle. Lily Pratt, square ball to Pender Bayshard. She tries to feed it back to Pratt. It was intercepted there by Grace Trombley. Ball was cleared ahead and intercepted by Brooke Stevens. Stevens now trying to push it forward. Trombley is there for Seton, and she clears it toward the sideline. Stephanie Barrier now for Chazy. Pushes the ball in the middle. Barrier now again. Pressure on her from Monique Allen. Clark tried to go back square, but intercepted by Trombley, and she clears it back to the Chazy defensive line. Sam Gagnon pushes the ball forward. Trapped down by Pratt. Pratt square ball to Stevens. Brooke Stevens. Forward pass to Bayshard. Bayshard gets turned. She's being watched there by Lily Von Bargen and touched away by Julie Metcalf. Trombley again chips it, but headed forward by Clark. Here's Pratt, traps it down. She's inside the 18 looking for a shot. She was shouldered off there by Emma Langlois. Good defense by the Knights, and it will be a goal kick. Lacey Lapointe is the goalkeeper for Seton Catholic. And setting the ball there is going to be Emma Langlois. Langlois will take this goal kick. Trapped down there by Abby Pearl, and she moves it toward the outside looking for Bianca Spiegel, but it goes off the sideline at midfield. Quick throw in by Barrier. Gets past Bayshard. Lily Pratt's going to run onto it. Pratt being watched by Von Bargen. Pratt tries to cut to the inside. She gets there. Shot cleared toward the middle. Touched away there by Megan Mast off the end line. It's going to be a corner kick for Chazy early on, just 2 minutes into this match here in Chazy. Chazy starts the season with 2 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. And I believe Seton Catholic is 1 win and 1 loss coming into today's match. Skip it on. Ball bounces into the 18. Alexi Clark gets a shot off. It's blocked defensively. Now it's Cassidy Turek. Back to Audrey Langlois. Langlois goes off her arm, so it will be a direct kick for Seton Catholic. And quickly looking to put the ball back into play here is Emma Langlois. Forward to Abby Pearl. Pearl looks toward the outside. On the far side, that's Megan Mast. Ball is taken away there by Langlois and now falls to the feet of Allen. She pushes it toward the corner flag. Gagnon is there to clear it away for Chazy. Trapped down by Pratt, but she couldn't contain it. Now it's Lexi Clark. Clark, one of the senior captains for Chazy. Cross all the way across the field. Now she moves it back toward the middle to Pender Bayshard. Bayshard trying to get past Von Bargen. She cuts it back nicely. Gets the ball through. Gets past the defender, but Pratt wasn't ready for it, and coming out to pick it up is Lacey Lapointe. It's one of the few times I was telling Calvin before we started that I've ever seen, if maybe the only time I've ever seen standing water here on George Brendler Field. Usually the water drains very nicely here. Of course, it does have a drainage system, but as you can see the water splashing around out there. It is a problem today. Here's Bayshard. Calvin said that rain gauges around his home show about 3 inches of rain over the last 2 days, so it stands to reason. The ground can only absorb so much, and the drainage can only handle so much. Substitution, no sub, because it's going to be a Seton throw. Taking the throw here is going to be Julie Metcalf. She's looking for some movement among her players and goes to Allen, Monique Allen. Square ball to Abby Pearl. Pearl continues the square ball to Trombley. Back to Pearl. Avery Parker and Brooke Stevens were both there. There's a handball called on Seton, so it's going to be a direct kick, as you can see, about 12 yards or so inside of Chazy's defensive end. Stevens lofts the ball forward. Pender Bayshard is there. She's trying to get on the end of it, but it's cleared away by Elizabeth Mannion. Audrey Langlois on the far side trying to get past Mast, and she does. Cleared off the side by Elizabeth Mannion. Substitutions for Chazy. Going to have Marin Juno coming on and Emma Howell. Coming off, Cassidy Turek, and on the far side is Audrey Langlois.
You can take moments like this, Lee, if you want to start reading the rosters for both teams, and eventually we'll get them all named.
Sure thing. We'll start with the Seton Catholic roster, as they're the visitors here.
Just throwing a dead moment.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Throw it on the far side. It's going to be Harvey. She tosses it in. Pratt's trying to get turned, and she's unable to. It's going to be a throw-in now for Seton Catholic on the far side. And I believe that is Megan Mash taking the throw. Ball's toward the middle. Abby Pearl traps it back. And then clearing it away was Grace Trombley. Allen tries to get to it, but good work there by Stephanie Barrier for Chazy. Lexi Clark coming across field, defended nicely, and then cleared off by Bianca Spiegel. Gagnon now launches the ball forward. Long ball. Running onto its Pender Bayshard. She heads it past the defender, but it's going to go all the way to the goalkeeper, Lacey Lapointe. So in the goal, Lacey Lapointe. Number 2 for Seton Catholic is Monique Allen. Number 3 is Grace Mezzacappa. Number 4, Julie Metcalf. And here's Abby Pearl with possession. Bayshard pressing her. She passes it back to Mast. Mast chips it forward. Now Stevens battling there with Trombley. Avery Parker does a good job defensively for Chazy and punches it back in. Now it's Pearl and Bayshard battling. Pearl comes away with it, clears it forward. Barriers there for Chazy. Now it's Avery Parker on a 2-game goal-scoring streak for the stopper for Chazy. Marin Juno now has it. Looks forward for Pratt. She didn't go to the corner as she should have. She didn't hit it the direction she wanted to, but she's a freshman out there, and she's learning the trade a little more each game, getting a little more confident with her play. Coming down now is Lexi Clark. Clark being pressured there by Pearl. Clark looking to free herself for a cross. Pearl blocks that, and now Pearl has it, and she launches it forward. It goes off, I believe, Von Bargen, but they're saying it went off from Harvey, so a throw in now for Seton. Quickly in, it's an illegal throw, so it'll be Chazy's throw. I think we left off on number 5, Grace Trombley. Number 6 is Emma Langlois. Number 7, Lily Von Bargen. Number 8 is Lydia Waba. Number 9, Lily Forrence. Number 10, Bianca Spiegel. Number 11 is Nicole Lizarazo. Number 12, Elizabeth Mannion. 13 is Megan Mast. 14, Abby Pearl. 15, Daleen Willette. 16 is Ayat Nadim. And number 18 is Grace Bleeker, as a foul is committed there on Emma Howell. It's going to be a direct kick for Chazy. Foul there was on Julie Metcalf. So it's going to be Brooke Stevens. And Mr. Labarge is asking her to move the ball back a little bit. Officials for tonight, Jamie Labarge on the near side, and on the far side is Jerry Kowaleski.
You're fine. But the ball's farther away, right? You still got time to go close.
Brooke Stevens puts the ball in play. Right toward the goalkeeper. Knocked down there by Langlois. Ball's bouncing around. Now it's going to be Spiegel trying to clear it. Howell took it away. And then Trombley clears it out. Langlois clears it out. Barrier moves it to the sideline right in front of the bench and gives Seton players a bath there on the standing water right by the bench. Metcalf throws it in. Allen back to Metcalf. Good pressure there by Pender Bayshard, but Metcalf was able to get the ball away. Now Howell intercepts it. Off from Metcalf, it'll be a throw-in, and Cassidy Turek's going to come in and take Pender Bayshard off. We're just about 10 minutes in. No score here at George Brendler Field in Chazy, between Chazy in the green and Seton Catholic in the white.
Press. No turn.
Abby Pearl trying to get turned. Brooke Stevens is there, and she chips the ball forward looking for Howell. Howell hustling down. Julie Metcalf is there. Metcalf defends. It's going to go off the end line, and it will yield a corner kick for Chazy. Second corner of the game. Brooke Stevens is going to go down to take this corner kick. No shots on goal registered thus far, as we're 10 minutes in. Here's Brooke Stevens with the second corner kick for Chazy. Low ball. Gagno gets a foot on it, but she wasn't really expecting that, I don't think, and it goes off the end line for a goal kick. Both these schools are Class D schools in Section 7 Northern Soccer League Division 2.
Stephanie, wake up!
Ball is placed in play by Langlois. Bounces off Spiegel's arm. It's going to be a direct kick for Chazy, and a relatively dangerous spot here as it's going to be Brooke Stevens. She does have a decent service, so we'll see if she's able to put the ball in a good spot as Gagno trots up from the sweeper position for Chazy. And Stevens puts the ball in more of a line drive than a shot. Ball is chipped through. Offsides is the call as Clark was hustling and she collided there with Lacey Lapointe. Offsides is the call, so Seton Catholic will have an indirect kick right near their penalty stripe. And then we'll go through the Chazy roster here and as we get a moment. Juno trying to battle there with Mast. Mast got the better of it. Now it's Von Bargen. Square ball toward Juno, intercepts it for Chazy. And I have to be sure I clarify which Juno, because there's two different Juno ladies on the Chazy squad. That's Marin Juno. Jocelyn Juno, her cousin, also plays. Megan Mast now on the far side. Square ball to Pearl. Pearl looking for a shot towards goal. Good looking shot. Just past the near post as Callie Clark was watching that go off the end line, but that looked like a dangerous shot for the Knights. Some substitutions coming on for Chazy is Pender Bayshard and Audrey Langlois, and Lily Forrence will check in for Seton Catholic.
I like to see those blasts once in a while, Lee. You know, so many times you see them passing, and then nothing happens. You blast it once in a while, and things open up.
Well, they need to test the goalkeeper's hands out there, certainly, early on. Neither goalkeeper has been tested yet, so that's one thing that you always want to do. And you never know, slight breeze today, nothing significant, but the ground is wet. Maybe you slip. Your footing is suspect out there. As Pratt hurdles past her defender, Lily Pratt now cuts it to the inside. Good footwork by Pratt. Nice square ball to Cassidy Turek. Turek traps it down. She tries to give it forward and does to Bayshard. Bayshard now trying to free herself. Good defense by Julie Metcalf, and then following up with a good play by Grace Trombley. Now Chazy battling. It's Stevens battling hard there with Von Bargen. Avery Parker chips it forward. Pender Bayshard tries to trap it down. Clearing it away is Emma Langlois. Now she's running toward the sideline. Turek is following her. Langlois. Long ball forward. All the way back to Sam Gagno, the sweeper for Chazy. She launches the ball forward in midfield, trapped down by Trombley, but Clark was there for Chazy. Now it is Lily Pratt trying to get past her defender in Mannion. Pratt now. Von Bargen after her. Pratt cuts it back, tries to chip it across, knocked down by number 5, or 6. Hard to tell 5 and 6 apart out there for Seton, so I believe that was Langlois. And she's the sweeper out there for Seton Catholic, and Grace Trombley is your midfielder, so they both could possibly be in the spot. Bayshard and Von Bargen, who's done a nice job out there early on, Lily Von Bargen for Seton. She's on almost every loose ball. And a substitution as Grace Mezzacappa will check in, and she's going to give a well-deserved break to Emma Langlois. And they're going to shift around their defensive structure here because Langlois was the sweeper. And it looks like Abby Pearl is going to move back to that position. Ball is in play. Lexi Clark trapping it down. Leading scorer for the Eagles this year is Lexi Clark. Shot towards goal. It's going to be past the near post and off the end for a goal kick. Clark has, I want to say, 4 goals and 3 assists early in this season. So good start for her. I don't have my stats with me tonight. I mistakenly forgot my book here in the booth and overnight, several nights, and haven't been able to get back to get it, so my bad on that. Langlois chips the ball toward the middle. Turek is running after it. Also there is Metcalf. Metcalf now has it as they're trying to dodge the puddles. Turek square ball to Pender Bayshard. Nice turn as she gets past her defender. Bayshard with a low shot, and Lapointe handles that one, but you can see the ball skipping a bit out there, and that was a good decision by Pender Bayshard to put that ball low on the ground.
At Northeastern last night, Lee, several times you'd see a player sliding and you'd see the water. It's on a turf field. You see the water coming up. It's just, it's saturated.
Yeah, just so much rain this summer. It's been, well, if you live around here, you know, every other day or so it's raining. Pratt trying to track that, or excuse me, Pender Bayshard trying to track that ball down, and Abby Pearl runs it to the outside. She tries to clear it and slips and falls. Quickly, Bayshard gets the ball in. There's Lily Pratt now. She traps and gets turned on her defender. She looks to square the ball to Langlois. There's a shot and parried away nicely by LaPointe. That was a good hard shot by Pratt. So a corner kick for the Eagles. Potential here for a short corner. Short corner play. Now it's Pratt. Nice ball across. Clark chips it down. Shot towards goal by Langlois. Or was that? No, that was Pender Bayshard. Excuse me.
Well, each team has a Langlois.
They do. And Stevens, there was a foul there on, I believe, on Stevens. I'm not sure what happened. Are they going to back that up? They were looking for advantage, and so they're going to back this direct kick up. As we're 25 minutes in, no score here between Chazy and Seton Catholic as they're getting their bearings on each other. Excuse me, 15 minutes. Sorry. Math is not my strength. I can count by fives.
You're the opposite end of that.
Going to be a throw-in for the Knights. Julie Metcalf will take this throw-in. She ties her shoe quickly. Metcalf with the throw. Bayshard intercepts that throw, and Metcalf again tries to clear it. Brooke Stevens is there. She chips the ball forward looking for a runner. Lexi Clark is starting to make that run, but Pearl is there to clear the ball away. On the far side, Langlois drops it back to her defensive help in Harvey. Harvey chips it back forward. Clark trying to get to it. Good work there by Trombley for Seton. Now it's Bayshard and Von Bargen. Clark looking for a long shot toward goal, skips it in, and an easy pickup for Lacey LaPointe.
Turn, gotta be ready. Center mitts, we're flat. Avery, teed up in that space. Brooke, you and Lexi are standing right next to each other. Someone's gotta drop.
Mast is over there, and so is Audrey Langlois. Now it's Caitlin Harvey. She moves the ball forward. Dropped down by Mannion. Now it's Grace Trombley. Chips it forward, blocked by Clark. Stevens out to Pratt. Pratt gets turned, tries to get past Mannion and does. Now Pratt going down the sideline. Long run by Cassidy Turek on the near side. There's Pratt. She chips the ball forward. Turek traps it down. Ball bounces away, and LaPointe comes out, makes the call, and her defender backs away. Good work by the goalkeeper to make her presence known. Lily Forrence traps that down. Called off by Metcalf, but Pender Bayshard hustled there and got to it first. Throw in for Seton Catholic. Bayshard heads it forward. Von Bargen's coming for it. Bayshard beats her to it. Bayshard takes a long touch, though, and Pearl will clear it toward the sideline. Knocked down by Forrence and cleared away by Barrier. Forward looking for Pratt. Abby Pearl is there again, sweeping, and she clears it away toward the far side. So one of the better players for Seton Catholic is now sweeping back there, and Abby Pearl. And that's a strategy sometimes coaches will take, is they'll put their strongest players defensively. Pearl clears it away again. Lexi Clark now. Lots of space. Clark with those long strides. Good defensive work there by Metcalf as she cleared and tackled that away. Forrence, as the ball gets stuck up in some standing water. Now Forrence again with a pass from Von Bargen. Forrence drops it to Metcalf, and Metcalf toward the middle. That was Lizarazo was there. Now it's Pratt for Chazy to Pender Bayshard. She gives it back to Pratt. Pearl slips and falls, but then makes a nice tackle. Recovery was a good recovery there by Abby Pearl. Monique Allen has it taken away. Cassidy Turek chips it forward. Pearl's there again, but Bayshard gets it. She tries for a shot, blocked there by Pearl. Lexi Clark. Clark has a little bit of space, looking for a shot towards goal, but it's going to come near side, or far post rather, and LaPointe is there for that. Shifting of players around out there, and that's something that happens a lot. You find who's going to work best with who. It's Lizarazo chipping the ball forward. Clark takes it away. Now here comes Forrence. Forrence battling with Turek. Coming away with it is Lexi Clark. She tries to do a through pass, make a through pass to Stevens, but is intercepted. Now Lexi Clark again. Taken away by Forrence. She drops it back to Metcalf. Metcalf was looking to feed Forrence back. Turek was able to knock it away. Substitutions coming on is going to be Bianca Spiegel, along with Emma Howell for Chazy and Marin Juno for Chazy.
On my way over here, Marion Juno's grandmother, you may know, said we had to say nice things about her.
Well,
She gave me a check to back it up. So, what can you do?
I might be a little biased. I try to keep my bias hidden, but Marin Juno is my niece, and the nice young lady that gave Calvin the money was my mom. So I'll do my best to say some nice stuff about my niece out there. I'm sure she's a freshman, so she's doing a good job early on in the season. She'll grow with it, and here comes Pender Bayshard all the way down the right side. Bayshard chips the ball forward. LaPointe has to make a save with the sun in her eyes, and she does so. Good work there by Lacey LaPointe, as we're under 20 minutes now remaining here in the first half with no score. And LaPointe punts the ball away. Howell tries to get to it first, bounces over her head. Now Stephanie Barrier gets her pass forward, is blocked by Forrence, and Avery Parker chips the long ball forward. Knocked down by Von Bargen. Howell's hustling over to get that. Von Bargen and Howell goes off Von Bargen last, so it will be a Chazy throw. Howell gets it in quickly to Bayshard. Bayshard looking to turn. No, she gives it back to Howell. Howell chips it forward looking for Juno. Marin Juno now getting around the 18, trying to get past Abby Pearl. Pearl gets the ball away. Juno still badgering her. Blocks a clearing attempt. Juno and Pearl down in the corner. Juno blocks the clearance, and it goes off for a throw-in for Seton Catholic. Through substitutions on both sides, Emma Langlois is going to check back in for Seton, along with Daleen Willette. And then we're going to have Lily Pratt checking back in for Chazy. We thought it was a throw, but they changed it to a goal kick. Juno traps it down. Juno now trying to get to it. Cleared away by Emma Langlois.
Nice, Lex.
Now it's Stevens. Square ball to Howell. Howell being pressured there by Willette. Willette takes the ball away. She slips. Howell gets the ball back. Howell trying to get past Metcalf. Good defense there by Julie Metcalf. And now it's Pearl. She found some puddles out there. She moves the ball toward the outside. Here's Willette. Stephanie Barrier gets a foot on it, deflects it a bit. Now it's going to be Lizarazo. Nicole Lizarazo was there, number 11. And ultimately falls to Bianca Spiegel. She moves it toward the outside. Grace Trombley now has it. Pender Bayshard Audrey Langlois is watching her. She takes the ball away. Now Brooke Stevens has it in the midfield. Stevens forward to Pratt. Pratt traps it, gets turned. Long touch. Still gets past Mannion. It's going to be off green, so it will be a white throw. We'll go through the Chazy roster here as we have time. The goalkeeper is a freshman, Callie Clark. Number 2 is Pender Bayshard. Number 3 is Stephanie Barrier. Number 4 is Emma Howell. Number 6 is Avery Parker. Number 7, Marin Juno. Number 8 is Audrey Langlois. And number 9, Mariah Trahan. Here's Marin Juno stealing the ball. Juno with Pratt. Juno taking it toward the middle. Tries to split the defenders. Takes a long touch. And LaPointe comes out to make the save. A good work there by Marin Juno. Showing a little confidence with the ball. So number 9 was Mariah Trahan. Number 10, Shiloh Carroll. 11 is Caitlin Harvey. 12 is Jocelyn Juno. 14 is one of the captains, Lily Pratt. 16 is Cassidy Turek. Number 18 is Sam Gagnon. She's another captain. Here is Marin Juno, shot from distance as LaPointe comes out to get it. 18, Samantha Gagnon, one of the captains. 19, Lexi Clark, one of the captains. 20, Brooke Stevens, the 4th captain for the Eagles. Number 22 is Callie Schwartz, and number 23 is Callie Castine. Backup goalkeeper is Tess Blair. Chazy is coached by John Tregan in his 2nd season. On the far side, Bianca Spiegel launches the ball forward. Trapped down there by Gagno, but it falls to Lizarazo. Goes off the sideline. Throw in for Chazy. A couple substitutions will be Cassidy Turek and Callie Castine. And it looks like it'll be Caitlin Harvey and Audrey Langlois taking a break for the Eagles. With 15 minutes remaining here in the first half, we have no score. I would give Chazy the advantage in possession this first half, as you make your decision on your own, but that's my belief. And we're going to have a throw in for Seton on the far side. It'll be Elizabeth Mannion to take the throw. Ball is chipped forward. Barrier mishandles it. Still, she clears up her own mess, and Gagno clears it away. And Lily Pratt on the far side couldn't keep the ball in play. It will be a throw-in for Seton Catholic, as Grace Trombley will come over to take the throw, as official wants to move that ball off the field. Well, I guess we'll take that one instead. Ball person is a little perplexed, but the ball is in play. Clark is for Chazy, taken away by Lizarazo. Nicole Lizarazo, square ball. She was looking for Pearl, and it was cleared away. It was Bianca Spiegel on the far side. She couldn't save it. And it will be Pender Bayshard checking in again for Chazy. Marin Juno will take a break. I think the coach is pleased with the Marin Juno's work out there. They're trying to get her a little more confidence, and she did a good job and grow that confidence out there. And she was a top player for the JV team last year, so she should do well in her varsity career. Avery Parker clears that away for Chazy. In the middle of the field is Abby Pearl. She's being pressured by Emma Howe. Pearl drops it back to Metcalf. Metcalf back to Pearl. Pearl has space. She gets turned. Square ball to Trombley. Trombley chips it all the way back this way, looking for Monique Allen. It's going to be Daylene Willette. Has the ball taken away by Stephanie Barrier. Emma Howell hustles to try to save it. Unable to. It will be a throw-in for Seton Catholic. Willette's going to leave it, and it will be Allen. Allen throws it in. Pearl traps it down. And clearing it away there was Brooke Stevens. Throw in for Chazy. And you may notice I'm saying it's number 2 for Seton Catholic. The name is spelt Monique, but she pronounces it and likes it pronounced Monique. So the French pronunciation. So that's how we are trying to do our best to pronounce it here on Hometown Cable.
Not everybody has a name like Lee, you know. That it's easy.
It's hard to pronounce that wrong, I guess. And here is Lexi Clark coming down the middle. She feeds it to Pratt. Pratt tries to get past the defender, Emma Langlois. Langlois with long strides takes that ball away. Pender Bayshard intercepts her clearing attempt. Bayshard chips the ball towards goal. It's going to come near side off the end line for a goal kick. Substitution, it will be Megan Mass checking back in and giving Daylene Willette a break. Willette, some good minutes out there for the Knights. Scoreboard shows 3 shots for the Eagles, no shots for the Knights. As the ball is trapped down, Pratt takes it away. Metcalf, Julie Metcalf, who's done a fine job out there defensively for the Knights. She's been very busy on this near side. Pratt gets around her. Pratt looking for service. Serves the ball across. Bayshard was trying to get there. There's a shot towards goal. Bobbled a bit there by Lacey Lapointe, but a nice volley there by Pender Bayshard. Just prior to that, Emma Langlois got her head on that crossing attempt, but it fell right to Bayshard's feet. Emma Howell pops the ball up. Abby Pearl heads it away. Barrier swing and a miss. She bounces it off the shins of Mast. The ball comes down the sideline, unable to save it. It's going to be a Chazy throw. Substitution is going to be Caitlin Harvey coming in for Barrier. She'll take that throw now. To Bayshard. Pender Bayshard traps it down. Look for a square ball. Blocked there nicely by Allen. Abby Pearl now. Stepping up was Avery Parker. Pearl gets past her. Now Callie Castine was unable to stop Pearl. Pearl still with possession. Good work by Abby Pearl. And then recovering was Callie Castine, and she knocked that ball away. Emma Howell looks forward to Pender Bayshard. Bayshard gets past Von Bargen. Bayshard now has speed, long dribble, and Von Bargen is able to take that away. Takes it to a safe spot and clears it off the sideline. Throw in for Chazy. Goes Chazy throw again for Emma Howell. Emma Howell quickly in. Pender Bayshard tries to trap it down, but it falls to the feet of Allen. Intercepting now is Stevens. She goes forward to Pratt. Pratt chips it to the middle. Long ball across the face of the goal, past Turek. All the way over there is Bianca Spiegel, and she's running away with it. She chips it forward. Callie Castine couldn't catch up with that. Now we have sprinting Lizarazo on the far side. Lizarazo comes for a square ball looking for Pearl, but intercepted and cleared away by Avery Parker. Emma Howell now has it at midfield. Forward to Pender Bayshard. Bayshard still going with it, gets past Von Bargen. Now she gets past Metcalf. Pender Bayshard with a shot toward goal, high and wide. Substitutions for the Knights be Lydia Waba and Lily Forrence checking in.
I was wondering why Art and Meg Spiegel were here, and I see there's a Spiegel girl playing for Seton Catholic. Art, of course, grew up here in Chazy, and he and Meg lived in Rouse's Point for quite a while.
Chazy's had some good players with the last name Spiegel as well. So yes, it's nice to see some local names on opposing teams. Substitution as Barrier comes back in and Callie Castine will come off, and switching fields there is going to be Harvey as Howell takes the throw. Trapped down by Bayshard. Bayshard trying to freeze. Double team there. The ball comes away. Lizarazo drops it back. Von Bargen chips it toward the midfield. Barrier has it. Pressured hard there. Gets it forward to Howell. Howell takes a touch. One touch too many, but nice through ball for Pratt. Pratt looking for a through ball to Bayshard. Bayshard with Waba on her. Bayshard now trying to get past Langlois. Bayshard still with the ball, and Waba clears it away. It falls to Stevens. Low ball toward the goalie. No danger as LaPointe is able to come out and pick that up. Barrier traps it down. Howell there with Mast. Barrier moves it forward to Bayshard. Bayshard square ball looking for Pratt. The water slowed it down. Pratt now trying to get past her mark and Langlois. Langlois good speed there and able to take the ball. It did go off the end line, so corner kick for Chazy as Marin Juno checks back in for Pender Bayshard.
Okay, we just heard that name Pratt, and those coming over here, Rala Parker said if she does something, make sure you mention that her brother Parker Pratt is watching on the NFHS right now, so you might be surprised to hear his name if we're talking loud enough.
Well, I truly hope he is, but I have a feeling the Pixel-Lot machine is not working. There's a shot by Lexi Clark.
I know the picture was bad over last week.
There's been some significant issues with the Pixel-Lot as half the camera is it's not like you're going to have a problem. You're not going to have a problem with Hometown Cable, but you will have a problem with the NFHS at this time, as half the Pixel-Lot camera is fuzzy, and that is due to some believed to be condensation inside the camera lens. They do have a heater there to take care of that, but it's not apparently doing its job, and the sound is not working well, and last we knew it was said it was offline, so we're not sure, but anyway, we'll give you a good updates, Parker, on your sister and your cousin out there. As there are cousins playing for Chazy in a couple of situations. We talked about the Juno cousins, and we also have Avery Parker and Lily Pratt, who are cousins out there as well. So lots of family out there.
I got some more cousins for you. Castine, Howell, and Barrier.
There we go. So lots of family affair here at George Brendler Field on the Chazy Eagles.
Howell's grandmother was a Castine, and that was Sandy from the Lakeview Pavilion, Sandy Menard, and Barrier's grandmother, Evelyn Pinky Castine, graduated here at Chazy, and she was the mother of Jody Barrier, and so they're all distant cousins.
There we go. That's the genealogy portion of the Hometown Cable broadcast. Interesting stuff. You never know who you're gonna run into when you do the family tree. Here's Juno hustling hard, trying to get to it before Waba. Marin Juno has it. She has help in Howell. Juno tries to get past Waba.
Hey, just get a corner. Just take it over.
Juno getting turned. Uses her support, and Brooke Stevens, good smart ball. Stevens with a shot, hard shot, and skips that ball right into the arms of Lacey Lapointe. But that's a good idea to hit that ball low, take advantage of the wet turf. 5:25 remaining in the first half, no score here between Seton and Chazy. Trapped down by Mast. Mast uses her support, and Lydia Waba. And intercepted there by Marin Juno. Good hustle by her, but Lily Van Bargen is over to take that ball away. Pair of sevens over there. Van Bargen bounces it off Juno, and it will be a throw-in for Seton as Abby Pearl checks back in. And she's going to take off Monique Allen. Van Bargen traps it down. Juno is there to put pressure on. It comes to Brooke Stevens. Stevens chips it forward to Pratt. Pratt, square ball to Clark. Clark with a good opportunity here. Good defensive effort there by Grace Trombley, checking back to knock the ball away from Lexi Clark in a dangerous spot. Lizarazo has the ball. She has it taken away by hustling Lexi Clark. Now Clark on the far side. Long strides. Clark knocks down her defender. Clark still going. Oh, hard collision. Hard collision there by Clark and Trombley. Clark gets called with a foul, and it will be a direct kick for Seton with about 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Lexi Clark is a section track champion for, she ran, believe she ran for Northeastern Clinton last year. And Chazy doesn't have a track team. They run for other teams. I know they ran for Beekmantown one year and PHS one year, and so I'm not sure where they're at this past year. I think it was Northeastern Clinton. Anyway, long jump, triple jump, I believe, were her specialties. So she has that long stride out there for the Eagles. There's Grace Trombley, and Harvey is there with Lizarazo. Now it is Emma Howell forward to Juno. Juno traps it, looking for distribution. Juno still has it. Forward to Pratt. Pratt chips it ahead, long touch. Waba clears it away. Abby Pearl now coming up quickly to pressure her was Avery Parker. Does a nice job defensively as a stopper for Chazy. And here is good work on there by Emma Howell hustling with Waba. Emma Howell doing a good job pressuring off or using her body to. Here's a good long shot by Avery Parker. Bounces by everybody and off the end line. If that was on goal, that really would have posed a problem. As Julie Metcalf checks in, as well as Monique Allen for Seton. Lily Forrence is going to come off, and Lily Van Bargen. Van Bargen worked really hard out there in that first half. So they've done a really nice job defensively for the Knights. Pratt gets a foot on that ball. Pratt hustling over there. Abby Pearl watching her. Pratt cuts it back nicely, looking for service. She drops it. Here's Clark with a shot toward goal. Juno knocks it down. Pratt now. Juno back to Pratt. Pratt looking for a shot, being pressured hard. 3-on-1. Pratt now has it. Cuts it back, using support. Clark with a left-footed shot blocked there by Pearl, and then cleared away by number 6, Emma Langlois. Good work by Seton to weather that storm by Chazy. And a throw in for Seton. Bianca Spiegel to take that throw. She throws it into Grace Trombley. Trombley couldn't save it from going out of bounds as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Still no score. Turek throws it in. Now it's Pratt. Pratt taking the ball, taken away defensively by Pearl. Pearl clears it away. Something maybe Chazy will need to do in the second half, maybe an adjustment that the coach will make, is to utilize their wide players a little bit more. Spread out that defense, because Seton seems to be really packing the defense in tightly in the middle. If you can spread them out, maybe you can serve across. I know the side channels are a little bit wet and sloppy, and that might be a deterrent to that, but I think that may be more helpful in breaking this Seton Catholic defense. Lily Pratt now on the far side. She's got lots of room to run. Coming over to check on her is Trombley. Pratt gets past Trombley. Juno making a run. Pratt tried to serve it, blocked defensively, and then coming out to make the save before it went off the end line was Lapointe. Lapointe walks to the top of the 18 and punts the ball away. Clark traps it down, not where she wanted to, as it goes off the sideline for a throw-in. 45 seconds remaining in the first half. Caitlin Harvey tries to clear it away. Good work there by Spiegel. And it's going to be a substitution as Turk's going to come off and Langlois is going to come in. Audrey Langlois for Chazy. And she's not going to get much time because we're at the 10-second mark. As Pratt traps it down, we're going to go into halftime with no score here at George Brendler Field. Chazy 0, Seton Catholic 0. We'll catch you with the second half action here between the Eagles and the Knights. And we're back here at George Brendler Field for second half action in this Northern Soccer League Division II matchup between Seton Catholic Knights in the white and the Chazy Eagles in the green. There's no score after the first half, although Chazy held a majority of the advantage, and this scoreboard shows 5 shots to none in favor of Chazy. Ball's on the far side as Pender Bayshard is battling there with Lily Forrence. Ball bounces off Abby Pearl, off her arm, so it is going to be a direct kick, and Brooke Stevens will take this direct kick, and she doesn't wait for her defense. She just takes a shot towards goal, skips through the hands of the goalkeeper, but she's able to recover. Lacey Lapointe was able to recover that ball as it skipped through her hands with Lily Pratt and Audrey Langlois barreling toward her.
That's why you always follow those shots.
No question about it. That's one thing, certainly with the wet terrain out there tonight. You never know when the goalkeeper may mishandle the ball, and you want to take advantage of their mistake. Nicole Lizarazo loses her support in Pearl. Pearl tries to go square with it, intercepted by Clark. Now it's Trombley, and Parker clears that away. Forrence moves it forward. Lexi Clark intercepts it. Clark now battling with Abby Pearl. 2 real strong players out there. Clark has it, looks for support. She cuts it back. Coming over to help is Stevens. Stevens with Mast watching her. Mast bounces it off Stevens. Clark picks it up again. Pearl still watching. Clark with a left-footed service over the head of Turek. Langlois running over to the near side along with Spiegel, and Spiegel clears that away. Bianca Spiegel for the Knights. Throw in now by Harvey. Langlois bounces it down to Harvey. Harvey feeds it forward to Pratt. Knocking it away was Mannion and cleared away now toward midfield. Harvey again using her support in Gagno. Sam Gagno switches fields nicely to Stephanie Barrier. Barrier quick chip forward. Good movement by Chazy as Stevens gets that to Pratt. Pratt now to Clark. Clark with Bayshard. Clark takes a couple steps longer. Clark now back to Pratt. Pratt top of the 18. Shot towards goal and saved there by Lapointe. Nice low shot to the far post by Lily Pratt. Good pressure here for the Eagles early on as they look to open the scoring here at George Brendler Field on this beautiful Friday evening in northern New York. Avery Parker now has it. Lizarazo was watching her. Now it's Clark. Forward to Bayshard. Pender Bayshard splits the defenders looking for Pratt. The ball chipped up and cleared away by Grace Trombley. Langlois hustling to the near side with Bianca Spiegel. Spiegel up the sideline. Caitlin Harvey is there for Chazy. She intercepts it. Forward to Langlois. Langlois traps and goes interior. Langlois switches fields. Looking for Turek on the far side. Mast is there. Megan Mast and Turek, Cassidy Turek. The ball goes off from Mast, I believe, last. And no, it will be a Seton throw off from Turek last. So Abby Pearl comes over. She'll take the throw for the Knights. Stevens traps it down for Chazy. As we have an injury, as player down is Nicole Lizarazo. She shouted in pain. The officials are letting the ball go. Officials checking on her right now. He's got to stop the clock. Yeah. We're going to stop the clock with an injury. We'll be back following this injury timeout. Okay, we're back following that injury timeout, and we're happy to report that Nicole Lizarazo was able to come off the field on her own power. And nice sportsmanship there by Abby Pearl as she clears the ball off the sideline for a Chazy throw. Pratt back to Langlois, back to Pratt. Pearl coming on quick. Good square ball by Pratt to Clark. Clark being pressured there by Trombley. Goes off the sideline to be Chazy throw. Grace Trombley and Abby Pearl have really shut down the Eagles defensively out there. They've done a nice job along with Julie Metcalf defensively, and Lily Von Bargen really have done well defensively. Also, I want to mention Emma Langlois. So those are the defensive stalwarts out there for the Knights thus far. Here's Lexi Clark looking to free herself for a shot. Good work there by Von Bargen and Langlois. Clark still trying to find a shot. There's a shot towards goal, deflected by Pender Bayshard off the sideline, off the end line for a goal kick. Good ball there by Lexi Clark across the face of the goal, looking for a deflection. Smart play. Goal kick now for the Knights, and it will be Emma Langlois to take this goal kick. All the way back to Caitlin Harvey as she chips it forward. Bayshard's running onto it. She gets past Von Bargen, but clearing that away and receiving a hit for her measure was Emma Langlois, as Pender Bayshard is going to get a talking to here, and she's going to get booked. She's receiving a yellow card for that uncontrolled hit and another injury for Seton, so we'll be back following this injury timeout. And we're back following that injury timeout, and Emma Langlois is able to come off the field gingerly, but she's able to walk off on her own power, and replacing her on the field was Grace Mezzacappa. Lexi Clark now has it. She's tripped up, and a foul is called. They were looking to see if they were going to play on, but no advantage was taken there, so direct kick for the Eagles. Sam Gagno. Nope, she's going to let Brooke Stevens take it. Gagno's going to run forward, try to get her head on the ball. And Stevens, everybody lined up top of the 18 as Stevens chips the ball forward, bouncing around. Langlois looking for a shot for Chazy. Pratt picks up the loose ball. Her shot is deflected by Pearl and then cleared away. Gagno moving it outside. Langlois is not able to catch it for Chazy. It will be a throw-in. Spiegel is going to give it up to Mannion. Elizabeth Mannion to take the throw for the Knights. Grace Trombley traps it down, moves it forward to Mezzacappa, intercepted by Harvey. Now into the middle, it is Forrence. Lily Forrence, taken away by Stephanie Barrier. She's looking for Marin Juno. She's in a pair of sevens out there again as Lily Von Bargen was able to clear that ball away. Now it's Juno again for Chazy. Juno with Von Bargen watching her. Juno looks for Pratt. The ball gets all the way back to Pearl and cleared away. Langlois on the near side with Spiegel, and now it's Mezzacappa. She has it for the Knights. Square ball to Forrence. Forrence drops it back for Trombley. Trombley all the way back to Pearl. Pratt put a little pressure on. Now Juno intercepts. Marin Juno all the way back to Clark. Lexi Clark with Spiegel watching her. Clark now with the long strides coming down the near side. She gets past Mannion. Clark looking for service, left-footed service, right across the penalty stripe. Turek gets on it, and Marin Juno scores her first varsity goal for the Eagles. 32-37 remaining in the second half, and Marin Juno opens the scoring here for Chazy as the Eagles lead 1-0.
I heard that black vehicle out there tooting the horn. Did you hear that?
I sure did, and I'm sure there's decibels inside that vehicle are pretty loud right now. So a proud Nana as Marin scores the opening goal for the Eagles, and as they say, she opens her account at the varsity level.
Come on, stay up here. Stay up. Let's go.
Trombley moves the ball outside. I lost my voice shouting on that one. I kind of feel like Joey Trombley a little bit. Assist goes to Cassidy Turek. There's the throw-in from Elizabeth Mannion, taken away by Clark. Clark coming forward.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Keep going.
Continues central. Clark, long dribble. She still has it. Marin Juno now pressuring Abby Pearl. Pearl clears it off the sideline. Juno from Turek, the official scoring. Von Bargen lets the ball go to Pearl. She clears it away. Still in the 8 side, the 18s. The ball's bouncing around dangerously, and Pearl finally moves it toward midfield. And it will be a throw-in. Stephanie Barrier quickly with the ball in for Chazy. Off the head of Turek. Ball skips through. Abby Pearl is there. Juno pressuring. Pearl clears it toward the sideline. Trapped down by Mast. And then Turek takes it off the side. It will be a throw for the Knights. Just about 31 minutes remaining in the second half. Chazy now with a 1-0 lead. Turek chips the ball toward the middle. Nobody there except Abby Pearl. She clears it away. Now Lexi Clark with a long shot. Going to be well wide. And a goal kick. Substitution for Seton as Daylene Willette comes in. And she's going to give Grace Mezzacappa a break. Emma Howell traps it down. Avery Parker now for Chazy in the middle of the park. Square ball to Stevens. Stevens tried to move it forward. Monique Allen cleared it away. And Barrier launches the ball forward. Juno battling hard down there with Metcalf. Juno comes away with the ball. Now Juno. Central intercepted by Pearl, and she clears it toward midfield. Stephanie Barrier traps it down. She's one of the other freshmen out there. 3 freshmen playing for Chazy at this moment in time. Barrier hustling back, battling with Lily Forrence. And now it is Turek launching the ball forward. Cassidy Turek now onto the feet of Julie Metcalf. Turek outside there with Megan Mast. It goes off Turek. It will be a throw-in for the Knights.
Just see it, right? Ball's going to go all the way from there.
And Sam Gagnon is going to take this for the Eagles all the way back to super position. Nice long ball forward. Gets past Pearl. LaPointe's coming out, and a little bit of interference there on Pratt. Nice, smart defending by Abby Pearl, and Lacey LaPointe being aggressive coming for that ball top of the 18. Her punt was intercepted by Pratt, but cleared away by Mannion. Willette battling with Harvey. Harvey drops it all the way back to Gagnon. Sam Gagnon outside to Barrier. Barrier couldn't control that. Now Barrier hustling takes back control. Clark splits the defenders. Lexi Clark running to the far corner flag. Clark now serves toward the middle off the head of Abby Pearl. So will be a corner kick for the Eagles. I believe it's their sixth corner kick of the match. And Brooke Stevens is typically the corner kick taker as she is retrieving the ball and will do so again. And Stevens with a low service. Gagnon gets a foot on it, I think. She has raised her arms saying, no, it wasn't me. And the official agrees off Megan Mass, so will be another corner kick. Well, officials again are Jerry Kovaleski and Jamie Labarge. Have done a fine job here this evening. They're always happy to give a plug to the officials. They are often criticized, and they do a fine job. It's not an easy job, and they're busy. They're almost every night they have a game nowadays. Maybe more than one.
Sometimes 2. You know, they do an early game, then they go to a place with lights that has the 6:30 game, and do another one. So they're short of help, as most sports are. So.
And a number of them also do college officiating as well. So not just high school. And there's the JV and the modified ranks as well. Here's Lexi Clark trying to split the defender. She gets free, hard shot towards the goal, blocked by Abby Pearl. Now here's Emma Howells. She couldn't get a good foot on it, and it was cleared away by Mannion. And now Spiegel clears it toward midfield. Willette and Harvey both after the ball. Spiegel now clears it again toward midfield.
I want the ball in.
Sam Gagnon tracking it down into the wettest part of the field over here. Gagnon's got lots of space. Moves it forward. Emma Howell now traps it down. Pressure from Spiegel. Forward to Pratt. Pratt trying to get past Mannion. Pratt does. Mannion's still pressuring her. Von Bargen comes over to help. Pratt tries to serve it, goes off on Bargain. That's going to give the Eagles their 8th corner kick of the game. And the more corner kicks you give up, the more likely you are to yield a goal, as they're looking for a short play here again. And they put the ball in short. And I got to watch for offsides in these situations. Pratt now, good service, far post, gets past Turek. And all the way off to the end line, going to be a goal kick. But a real nice service there by Lily Pratt to the far post. Substitution, and it's nice to see Nicole Lizarazo coming back in after she took a knock earlier in the game. As 26 minutes and 15 seconds remain in the second half, still 1-0 Eagles on a Marin Juno goal here in the second half. Megan Mast is going to come off for the Knights. And the ball is in play. Turek gets her head on it nicely. Pushes it right back into the 18, and Abby Pearl clears it away again. Going to go off the sideline. It'll be an Eagle throw on the sideline right in front of the stands over there.
I wonder if Marion knows there is already a Marion Juno out there. So Guy Juno's wife, Mary Jo, was really Marion.
So and maybe it's not a common name, but it's Marin Juno, M-A-R-I-N. Yeah, correct. But yes, they do. I believe that's an uncle of theirs.
Yeah.
So
It's all out of just like the Castines, it's all Junos are all out of the same clan.
there's Marin Juno, another shot. Here's Pratt trying to get turned. Pratt, good work there by Abby Pearl to take that ball away from Lily Pratt at the top of the 18. And Stephanie Barrier chips the ball back toward the corner. And it's going to go off the sideline for a throw-in. Knights throw in on the far side.
No turn, no turn, no turn.
Ball is chipped toward the middle. Avery Parker can't get to it. And Caitlin Harvey is bodied off that opportunity, and now it's Willette. Parker coming back quickly. Parker battling hard. She's very tough to get past. Very physical young player out there. As Gagnon tries to clear it, but bounces off Harvey. Grace Trombley now has it. She moves it outside. That was Forrence chipping the ball forward, and Parker clearing it away. Now Pratt trying to switch fields for Turek. Metcalf did a good job there. Now Pratt traps it down. It was a handball, not called by the official. Turek leans the ball forward for Juno. Metcalf is there. Juno pressuring her. Metcalf uses her support, and Pearl clears it toward midfield. Stevens steps up nicely, but long touch is cleared away by Trombley. Near side is going to be Bianca Spiegel. Goes off her. Throw in for Chazy. Couple substitutions. Pender Bayshard comes back in. And Audrey Langlois. Coach Tregan likes to rotate his players, keep them somewhat fresh, and coach in between opportunities when he gets a chance. Howell throws it in. Juno trying to get past Von Bargen. Marin Juno and Von Bargen. Von Bargen uses her support and Pearl clears it toward midfield. Avery Parker gets in front of that. Parker now hustling hard, takes the body. Clark comes up to it, rips a shot right into the arms of Lacey Lapointe. The good opportunity there for Lexi Clark, the senior midfielder for the Eagles. And her sister, Lexi Clark's sister, Callie, largely untested back there. I don't know if she's touched the ball, actually, back there in the goal for the Eagles today. Throw in for the Knights here on the near side. Elizabeth Mannion takes the throw. Goes off Emma Howell. It will be another throw in. Howell again gets a piece of it. And Mannion clears it off the side. It will be a throw in for the Eagles. Quickly in. Nice throw off the back, though, of Bayshard. And Mannion is there to clear it away. Clark has it now. Lexi Clark, long dribble. Gets past Trombley. Clark looking to distribute. Waiting for her players to get in position. Decides to go to Stevens. Stevens now. Stevens looking for help. Blocked away nicely by Monique Allen. Allen now. Long ball forward. Looking for Lizarazo. Gagnon is there for Chazy. Gagnon now and Nicole Lizarazo on the far side. Gagnon clears it ahead. That is Langlois. Long ball forward for Marin Juno. Marin Juno chips the ball across, looking for Pender Bayshard. Didn't give enough time for Bayshard to get down there, and coming out quickly was Lacey Lapointe to get that ball. Good work up the field by the Eagles there. As LaPointe takes her time getting rid of that ball toward midfield.
No turn.
21:40 remaining in regulation, 1-0 Chazy. Here's Pender Bayshard trying to get past Lily Von Bargen. Von Bargen takes possession. Now it's Langlois. Langlois and Von Bargen over there. Battling hard. Von Bargen gets the best of it, looking for Lizarazo. And Barrier was there for Chazy. Bayshard was trying to cross that ball. Didn't get a good foot on it. Now Barrier moves it forward. It's going to go off the sideline for a throw-in. Substitutions for both teams. Megan Mast and Lily Pratt will check in. Marin Juno coming off, and number 9 is Lily Forrence. All the moms and dads out there are going to have a hard time getting the mud out of the white uniforms tonight.
It'll be a challenge. They were dirty before the game started.
That's for sure. Good work out there by Von Bargen again. Howell traps that clearing attempt out. Now Monique Allen moves it toward the near side. Bianca Spiegel coming after it. Caitlin Harvey takes it away for Chazy. Now it's Spiegel again. Harvey quickly onto her, and it goes off the sideline. It will be a throw-in for the Knights. Substitution as Lydia Waba comes in for the Knights. And she's going to give Lily Von Bargen a well-earned break.
Pender, in this space, in this space.
Lizarazo has the ball taken away by Stevens, but then cleared right back in by Julie Metcalf. Gagnon is going to take her time and clear it away.
Just get to it first.
Grace Tremblay now has it. Far side, watching her is Audrey Langlois. Tremblay checks back. Pender Bayshard hustling over there for Waba. Bayshard interrupts that. Good hustle by the junior, Pender Bayshard. It will be a direct kick for the Eagles as a foul occurred there on the Knights. So Brooke Stevens will take this direct kick. No hurry. Chazy's got the lead, so they'll take their time and place the ball where they want it. As Mr. Labarge is going to move her back a little bit. All the way back to midfield, looks like. So that's going to take away the midfield, the 18-yard box, I would guess. As it chips past Pearl, Bayshard is trying to get a foot on now. Lexi Clark controls it. Clark into Pratt. Pratt traps it down. Pratt trying to feed Bayshard. Intercepted there by Pearl and cleared away. That was Megan Mast on the far side. Now Stephanie Bayshard Stephanie Barrier chips it forward. Pender Bayshard was trying to get onto the end of that, and Abby Pearl cleared it away. Far side is going to go off for a throw-in for the Knights. And Grace Tremblay moves the ball toward midfield. Avery Parker chips it back in for the Eagles. And number 12, Mannion, clears the ball to midfield. Langlois. Somebody likes to rev their engine in a nearby yard. Avery Parker has it.
They're warming up the bus.
Wow. I mean, that's a powerful bus. There's going to be a throw-in now on the near side, a substitution. Turek's going to come in for Langlois. And throw-in is going to be Emma Howell for the Eagles. Clark trying to get the ball, cleared away by Allen. It was Brooke Stevens moving it out for Turek. Turek barrels into Waba. Foul on Turek. They had to be careful because the Eagles have earned one yellow card for uncontrolled play out there already. That was Pender Bayshard earlier in this half. It is slippery. I don't know. We'll give them benefit of the doubt. Maybe she slipped a little bit. But here's Allen. Ball forward. Shot towards goal. And this will be the first time Callie Clark has put her hands on the ball today for the Eagles. As that shot from Grace Tremblay came in. Good looking service from Clark as the ball bounces at midfield. Pratt tries to trap it down. She's not able to, but she recovers and takes it away from Spiegel. Now at midfield for the Knights. Trombley gives the ball away to Clark. Clark loses it back to Trombley. Near side, good hustle there by Spiegel as she chips the ball forward, looking for Willette. And Gagnon is content to clear it toward the sideline. It will be a throw-in. A nice looking sky over there, Calvin. I don't know if you can catch that on the camera. It's kind of pinkish purple over there.
Organize.
The throw-in by Mannion. And I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but a beautiful night here.
And that's in the east, not in the west.
That's right. Bayshard moving the ball forward, sideways and gets it taken away by Trombley, and Avery Parker clears the ball all the way down toward the 18 of the Knights, and Abby Pearl chips the ball back toward midfield.
Go. Win it forward.
Harvey bounces it off from Bianca Spiegel, and it will be a throw-in for Chazy. Substitution as Maren Juno comes back in, and she's going to take off Pender Bayshard. Throw in for the Eagles. Howell throws it in quickly. Pratt traps it down. Good move by Pratt to get past her defender. Pratt now interior. Maren Juno tried to feed it back to Pratt, cutting through, but she didn't get a good foot on it. Harvey now right in the middle looking for Stevens. A little bit out of her reach, and Grace Trombley comes away with it. Trombley just clears the ball towards Sam Gagnon back in the sweeper spot for the Eagles. Gagnon controls the ball. She has some time, looks to distribute. Square ball looking for Parker. Didn't hit it real well. It was intercepted by Lizarazo. Now it's Grace Trombley. Trombley moves it forward. Gagnon clears it back to midfield. Lily Pratt has it. Pressure on her behind from Mannion. Mannion gets the ball away. Cleared away now by Spiegel. Ooh, hard hit there by Avery Parker. Foul on the Eagles.
Lexi, let's try to find you and Brooke.
14:30 remaining in regulation. 1-0. This is going to be. They haven't settled the ball yet for that. Juno thought the ball was already in play.
Kelly, you know what you got.
They needed to set the ball, and now they have a direct kick from way outside. Pearl, long ball forward. Clark's going to have to come for that. She decides to let it go off the end line for a goal kick.
Green, Avery, Sam, we have to find Brooke and Lexi. Can't just kick it. Settle the game down. Lexi, just a little deeper on the goal kick. We've got to make sure we get through this. Emma.
Couple substitutions waiting for Seton next time they have the opportunity.
The ball. If you just let them run through, they're banging it back down. Settle the game.
As Sam Gagnon waits, and she'll now take the goal kick. Right into the middle open field. Lily Pratt collects it, turns. She has space now. She gets past Metcalf. And Pratt still has it. She's with Juno. Pratt and Juno. Juno's got to watch for offsides. Good feed there. Juno gets the ball back to Pratt. They're calling offsides on Juno. And the reason was, just as Pratt fed her the ball, the defender stepped forward to try to block that, and that put Maren Juno offsides indeed. But great little give and go there by Lily Pratt and Maren Juno. Good work by the youngsters up front. Sophomore and freshman. Here is Pratt now. Pratt trying to get past her mark, and Mannion, their cleats come together. Mannion clears it toward the sideline and goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Chazy. Harvey takes the throw into Pratt. Pratt trying to get around Mannion. Mannion lets the ball go off. It will be a Chazy throw still. Pratt quickly in, looking for Maren Juno. Juno traps the ball down, gives it back to Pratt. Pratt now serves toward the middle. No Eagles there, only Knights. Cleared away. Lexi Clark has it now. Brooke Stevens took a long dribble, taken away by Abby Pearl. And now the Knights are in transition. Avery Parker comes and shoves her player down. She's going to have to be careful. Persistent fouling can result in a yellow card. She'll need to be careful about that. Direct kick. And Parker comes through. It looked like she got all ball, but the official disagrees. It will be a direct kick and another bad spot as far as the Eagles are concerned. A good spot as far as the Knights are concerned.
It's a shot. Be
11:45 remaining as the ball's coming in from the ball girl on the far side. Look, Chazy is setting up a wall.
Move to your left, Callie.
Their coaches are instructing Callie Clark to set up her wall. 4-person wall for the Eagles.
Callie,
It's
get out from behind the wall.
more than 10 yards, that's for sure. Ball bounces, Gagno gets her foot on it, now top of the 18. Lizarazo tries to feed it, cleared away by Gagno again. Now at midfield. Juno trying to battle with Mannion. Now it's Emma Howell. Mannion again moves the ball forward to Spiegel. Spiegel chips it past Harvey. Willett now. Harvey does a good job to clear it off the side. It will be a throw-in. Couple substitutions as Lily Von Bargen and Lily Forrence check back in for the Knights.
Lily, if you get it at your feet, hold it first.
Top of the 18, Lexi Clark gets a foot on it. Now Marin Juno. She keeps the ball moving forward to Pratt. Pratt has it at midfield. Von Bargen pressuring her. Pratt chips it past Metcalf. Now it's a foot race. Von Bargen and Pratt all the way to the corner flag. Stride for stride. Pratt still has it. Von Bargen watching closely. Pratt now, good move to get past her. Serves toward the top of the 18. Deflects. Near post here. Howell has it. Howell chips it back toward the box. Off the defender, Monique Allen. It will be a corner kick for the Eagles. As I believe number 10th corner kick of the match for Chazy. And it will be Stevens. They're not going to do a short kick, I don't believe. As all Pratt's going to run over now to draw a defender with her at least. As the ball bounces through everybody, Cassidy Turek now has it. Turek trying to get turned. Mast on her. Parker looking for a shot. Willett was there. Willett has the ball now. Avery Parker hustling for it. Grace Trombley got a foot on it. Now it is Lizarazo. She drops it back to Mast. Mast toward the midfield. Trombley traps it down. Trombley looking for Willett. Harvey was there for Chazy. Does a good job to clear it out of danger. Far side, Megan Mast traps it down. She's coming down the far side. Stephanie Barrier watching her. Nicole Lizarazo traps it down. Gagno takes that away, and Gagno clears it toward midfield. Cassidy Turek will trap and turn. Turek now with some space and time tries to move it forward, deflected away by Julie Metcalf, and it will be a throw-in with 9 minutes remaining in regulation. Juno down there with Metcalf. Metcalf clears it toward the midfield line. Lizarazo tries to trap it down. She gets past Barrier. Nicole Lizarazo uses a square ball to Megan Mast. Barrier hustles over there. She knocks the ball out of play. It will be a throw-in for the Knights. Grace Trombley to take the throw. Coming to show for the ball was Monique Allen. She traps it down. And Turek saves it on the near side, the far side rather, inside to Marin Juno. Juno with a nice square ball to Pratt. Gets past Pratt, and Elizabeth Mannion now looks for her corner, taken away by Howell. Now it's Lexi Clark. Clark cuts it back to the middle. Von Bargen watching her. Now it's going to be Trombley taking over defensive duties on the Lexi Clark. Double team coming from Metcalf. Clark down in the corner. Shoulders off her defender. Clark cuts it back, looking for service. Trombley blocks that smartly. Trombley and Clark collide. Trombley comes away with the ball. She clears it toward midfield. Nicole Lizarazo back outside to Grace Trombley. Grace Trombley forward. And Gagno is going to clear that away for the Eagles. All the way back. As Clark was in an offside position, so she didn't play that. Smart play by the captain. Now it's Marin Juno intercepting the Pearls ball, but Turek was offsides. It's a situation where Marin Juno needs to be a little bit more selfish and hang on to that ball, let her player, teammate get back on sides. Turek getting her head on that. Substitutions as Bianca Spiegel and Lydia Waba checking back in for the Knights. Good work by Lily Forrence as she comes off the field. And it's going to be Julie Metcalf, who's done a fantastic job out there defensively today for Seton Catholic. Waba to take the throw. A lot of congestion over there. Coming away with it was Pratt into Maranjuno. She drops it back to Pratt, who leaves it for Clark. Clark to Stevens. Brooke Stevens, nice ball forward to Juno. Juno gets past her mark. Howell is there, and you can see the confidence in Maranjuno growing. Maranjuno now inside the 18. Square ball looking for Turek. Cleared away by Von Bargen. Now Pratt has the ball taken away by Spiegel. Clark. Lexi Clark gets turned on it. Good pressure there by Monique Allen. Clark drops it back to Pratt. Pratt. Past Spiegel. Pratt down the near sideline. Pratt cuts it to the interior. Looking for help. Pratt gets past her mark and Allen. Now Pratt toward the top of the 18. Square ball to Stevens. Stevens slips and falls as she looks to distribute it. Looks like she may be uncomfortable there. She has a hard time getting back up. As Spiegel clears it away. Foul called on Howell. It will be a direct kick for Seton Catholic in their own territory. And we'll check the time here. 5:22 remaining in regulation. Chazy with a 1-0 lead on a Maranjuno goal here in the second half, assisted by Cassidy Turek. And the ball will go out of play to be a Chazy throw right near the Seton Catholic bench. As Emma Howell will take the throw. To Juno. Juno traps it down. Good hustle there to take the ball back from Mannion. And clearing it away was Pearl. Quickly punched back in. Looking for Juno was Stevens, but coming all the way out of her net is Lacey Lapointe. Lapointe has her ball taken away by Stevens. She was looking for Juno, but Von Bargen was there for Seton. Now it's Howell. Howell, it looks like there's some tired legs out there on both sides. Hustling over there is Waba and Alexi Clark. Clark comes away with it. She looks to serve it back in the middle. Pearl is there and gets a foot on it before Maranjuno does. Now it's Waba again and clears it toward midfield. Stephanie Barrier traps it down. She tries to move the ball forward, but Lizarazo was there. Now Barrier again. Can't get past Megan Mast on the far side. Good work there by Megan Mast to prevent Chazy from transitioning. Mast now takes the throw-in, receives the throw-in, excuse me. Avery Parker steps up, has the ball taken away. Lizarazo trying to get past Barrier. Barrier gets shoved, and the foul is called. So will be a direct kick for Chazy. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. And a reminder, with less than 5 minutes remaining in any given half, if the team in the lead makes a substitution, the clock will stop. So at this point in time, if Coach Tregan decides to make a substitution, the clock will stop. It's a anti-time wasting measure that was put in place a couple of years ago.
I believe it's just in the second half.
Is the second half only? Okay.
I believe so.
And that is Abby Pearl clearing that ball away. Gagno chips it high. Trapped. And now it's Lexi Clark moving forward with the ball. Clark taking the ball right at her defenders. She gets past Waba. Now Abby Pearl and Clark over there on the far side. Pearl comes away and clears it. Good work defensively by Abby Pearl, who's had an outstanding game out there for Seton Catholic defensively. And here she is. Keep the ball moving forward. That was Mast on the far side. Had the ball taken away. Can't really see who that is. I think that's Pratt. Yeah, Lily Pratt way over on the far side. Good hustle by the sophomore captain. Throw in on the far side for Chazy. Oh, no, sorry, Seton. Lizarazo battling with Clark, or Stevens. My eyesight is failing me tonight. 2-minute warning as we're in a tough time right now to see the numbers on the far side. Stephanie Barrier moves it all the way back to Sam Gagno. Gagno chips it forward, trapped down by Lily Pratt. Pratt with a good move to get past Waba. Waba recovers. Pratt now taking her time, going toward the corner. Waba still on her. Pratt making moves. Pratt serves, top of the 18. Getting her foot on it was Clark. She couldn't get it directed toward goal. Juno hustling there. Von Bargen clearing it away. Throw in for the Eagles. It's going to be Cassidy Turek to take the throw.
Throw it to the corner.
Turek throws it in, looking for Marin Juno. Juno traps the ball down, uses her support in Turek. Turek now serves the ball, looking for Howell. Howell gets a foot on it. Goalkeeper LaPointe calls for it before Spiegel could clear it away. Throw in for the Eagles.
Mary, go to the corner.
As Howell will take the throw in one more time for the Eagles. Howell looking for Marin Juno. Goes off from Mannion. No, called it off Juno, so it'll be Seton throw in. Foul or handball called, so direct kick for the Eagles as Brooke Stevens comes up to take it with 10 seconds to go. That's going to do it here at George Brendler Field as Chazy comes away 1-0 winners over Seton Catholic. If you enjoyed this broadcast of Hometown Cable, please consider a donation. Hometown Cable is entirely viewer supported. You can send your donation check to Calvin Castine,
1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York.
12919. No donation too small nor too large. We emphasize the not too large part. So send your donations in if you enjoyed this broadcast with the founding father of Hometown Cable, Calvin Castine, on the camera. I am Lee Barcombe. Thanks again for watching. From George Brendler Field, have a good night.